Everyone loves the idea of internet from space. It sounds futuristic. It sounds unbeatable. It sounds like satellites should destroy fiber. But here's the twist. The modern internet still depends more on cables under the ocean than satellites in the sky. And that's not because space internet failed. It's because the internet needs something satellites still can't fully match at global scale: massive backbone capacity. In the next few minutes, you are shown why satellite internet is genuinely impressive, why fiber still dominates, and why the future is not sky replaces sea. It's sky plus sea. And subsea cable landing station on coast, right? Let's kill the first outdated myth. A lot of people still think satellite internet means huge lag, frustrating delays, and old-school performance. That was much more true in the GEO satellite era, where signals had to travel much farther, but modern LEO satellites orbit much closer to Earth. That cuts latency dramatically. Now, a quick question for you. What if modern space internet is nowhere near as laggy as the old satellite internet people remember? Starlink's own 2025 update says its median peak hour latency in the United States was about 25.7 milliseconds. That is a completely different experience from the old satellite stereotype. So yes, satellite internet has improved. A lot. Now, here's where people get confused. Better latency does not automatically mean satellites become the main internet backbone, because the global internet is not just about, can I load a website? It's about how much traffic can be carried, how consistently it can be carried, and how efficiently it can scale across continents. But here's a mini question. If satellites get all the attention, what technology is still quietly carrying almost the entire world's international internet traffic? And on that front, undersea fiber still crushes it. The ITU says more than 99% of international data traffic is carried by subsea cables. That means the invisible backbone of cloud platforms, finance, streaming, enterprise systems, and cross-border data movement still lives mostly on the ocean floor. The simplest way to understand this is, satellite internet is a helicopter. Fiber is a freight train. A helicopter is amazing when roads don't exist. It can reach mountains, oceans, disaster zones, and remote places fast. But if you want to move the biggest volume, all day, every day at industrial scale, the freight train wins. That's exactly what fiber does for the internet. Satellites are brilliant for coverage. Fiber is unbeatable for bulk global transport. Fiber's biggest superpower is capacity. Fiber optic systems move information as light through glass, and subsea systems are engineered to carry extraordinary volumes of traffic across long distances. That matters because the modern internet is not just email and browsing anymore. It's 4K video, cloud gaming, global enterprise apps, real-time collaboration, massive data replication, and now AI workloads. Now a mini question for you. If satellite internet is improving so fast, why does the world still rely on fiber for the real heavy lifting? This is why satellites still don't replace fiber at the backbone level. They are powerful, but they operate within limited airborne network resources compared with what major terrestrial and subsea fiber infrastructure can push at scale. That is also why current analyses of LEO networks focus on complementary roles, not total replacement. Now let's give satellites the respect they deserve. Satellite internet wins where fiber struggles. Remote villages, ships at sea, aircraft, mining sites, disaster recovery, temporary deployments. backup links when ground infrastructure is damaged or unavailable. That is the real power of LEO Internet. Not replace the whole Internet, but extend the Internet to places fiber can't easily or quickly reach. Current analysis from the Internet Society also points to LEO as useful in emergency and resilience scenarios, but not as a full substitute for the capacity of national or submarine fiber-scale networks. And both systems have weaknesses. Satellite links can be affected by conditions such as weather, depending on band and network design. But here's a quick question. What happens if the Internet's hidden ocean highways get damaged? Submarine cables, meanwhile, are physically vulnerable. The ITU says over 200 cable faults are reported globally each year. These disruptions can affect economies, public services, and communications until rerouting or repairs restore service. So neither technology is magical. Both need protection. Both need redundancy. Both need resilience planning. Now here's the newest and most important twist. The AI era is not making fiber less important. It is making fiber more important. Why? Because AI runs on giant data centers, huge model training clusters, global cloud infrastructure, and enormous cross-region data movement. But here's a mini question. If AI is exploding so fast, what kind of infrastructure has to grow quietly in the background to support it? And that demand is helping drive new subsea infrastructure. Meta's Project Waterworth was explicitly announced as next-generation subsea connectivity to support the high-speed global infrastructure needed for AI innovation. That means the latest generation story is not satellites are killing cables. It's satellites are expanding the edge while AI is making the fiber backbone even more critical. So who wins? If the question is, who carries the global internet backbone? Fiber wins. If the question is, who connects the hardest places on Earth? Satellites win. If the question is, who owns the future? Neither alone, because the future is hybrid. Fiber for dense capacity, satellites for reach and resilience, smarter networks combining both. That is the most accurate 2026 answer. So next time someone says, space internet will replace cables, you'll know the smarter answer. Space internet is real. It's useful. It's improving fast. But the world still runs on fiber under the sea, because global connectivity needs more than reach. It needs scale. And in the age of AI, that truth matters more than ever. Subscribe if you want more powerful, easy-to-understand breakdowns of the hidden systems shaping your world every single day.